Ladies and gentlemen, today is officially the mid-season update, aka the Season 2 Reloaded update for Call of Duty Warzone. We got the Season 2 Reloaded update for Black Ops Cold War last night. If you haven't checked that out, you want to know what's in it, there's a video linked down in the description or after the video. In this video, we're going to be going over everything that changed in Warzone, or kind of changed in Warzone, and also Modern Warfare. This is legitimately the weirdest update that I have ever seen for Call of Duty ever. Half the stuff that happened in this update I didn't expect to happen, and everything that I expected to happen in this update, for example like the FFAR getting nerfed, didn't happen. It is the strangest update that I have ever seen, and I don't even know how to start the video, so let's just jump into what changed, or what didn't change, or what kind of changed. You'll see what I mean. So let's start out with some things that did actually change in this update. So first of all, they added in the R1 Shadow Hunter into Warzone. So you can now unlock it and use it inside of Warzone. It is a primary weapon, not a secondary weapon like in Cold War. That's important to note. One thing that they didn't add is the new sniper rifle, which is the big sniper rifle that we have all been waiting for, the ZRG. I'm guessing that that's either going to be here next week or the week after, but as of right now, it is not here. Another thing that they did add this week is in the store, they have now added the Wolf Operator bundle. This kind of took a while to go live for everyone. It is now live, I believe, for most people. It was supposed to be live yesterday. It was not, but now, as you can clearly see, it is. You can unlock the Wolf Alpha skin, as well as his finishing move, which is called the Dog of War, which it won't let me preview for some reason. It also comes with 2 weapon blueprints, but that's obviously not the big part. Obviously, the Operator is. So the one thing that didn't change this week is the playlist. So literally exactly the same as last week, your normal battle royale modes. You have resurgence, duos, and quads, and then your blood money is once again quads, not trios. So this is the exact same as last week. I don't know why they didn't change anything, or for that matter, if it will be changing this Thursday at the normal update time. I don't know. However, what did change quite a substantial amount is Modern Warfare. And you may be thinking, what the hell do I mean by that? I mean, they literally added 3 new maps to Modern Warfare, 2 new 6v6 maps and 1 gunfight map. So to start things out, looking at the playlist, the first one you'll notice is Kill House is now here. Yeah, they added Kill House to the game. All of these maps were leaked a long time ago, but I guess they were just adding them now for reasons. It's literally more maps than we saw this week in Black Ops Cold War, so it's very strange that this happened. It's also strange that they didn't promote it happening whatsoever. So this is the map Kill House that you're looking at here, but there's also 2 more other maps as well. The Al-Rab Air Base, this one is essentially the air base from the campaign of the game, and as you're seeing here, it's a pretty decent sized map. Again, this was leaked earlier on, literally months and months ago, but was just added today in this update. And then the final map is called Drainage, and I believe that this one is supposed to be a 2v2 gunfight map. And it is weird. I have no idea why these were added today. And for those of you who are going to ask, did they add the new weapons, the CX-9 and the Soikov pistol? The answer to that is no, they are not there. They are nowhere to be seen, even though they were leaked around the same time as the maps. It really makes no sense. Now, going back to Warzone, they did change some things in Warzone that aren't in the patch notes, which we will dive into in a minute. But as far as what they did change, it's all very, very weird things. First of all, you know those terminals that we saw that show 5%? Yeah, now you can go to them and buy things. You can buy things like advanced UAVs, RCXDs, and weird things along those lines, even loadouts. But there's also other new weird stuff as well, like something called a bombardment that you need a key for that you can get from the zombies crates and the zombies locations. It's also important to note that it says that the bombardment, once you call it in, is called in at any of the zombies or outbreak locations that are currently going on at the map. The important part of that is it's plural. There is an S at the end, which means the zombies outbreak will be spreading. Now, on top of this, when you call in the bombardment, everyone on the entire map gets the emergency notification that you are seeing here. So this seems to be tied in with the outbreak event and what's ever going to happen next once the outbreak actually starts to spread. Speaking of which, we recently saw teasers and we've got shipped items that say BCH4 and hint at the fact that the next area for the zombies outbreak is going to be TV station. That, you would think, would happen in today's 50 to 133 gigabyte update. No, that did not happen today. I don't know when it is. My best guess would be Thursday. The only other thing that happened in Warzone is they added the RCXD to all of the buy zones. It's the same RCXD that we already had on the Rebirth map, and again, there was no explanation as to why, but you can also get the RCXD at the other buy zones that we talked about before. So after all that, we then get to the patch notes, and this is for a 50 gigabyte update. I want you to keep that in mind as we go through these patch notes. So the first thing that they did is they fixed the DevAir 6634 for Xbox only, which has the smallest player base. So if you're on PC or you're on PS5, you may still get this DevAir. They've also fixed the subtitles for Sims, Beck, and Garcia. Pretty straightforward. In my opinion, the best fix that they actually did is armor should now spawn properly on all games. So in some games you get into, there would be no ground armor. You could only pick it up off of dead bodies, or if you got lucky enough to find a satchel. That is basically it. They also made some updates to the tactical map for pinging, so you can ping more easily on the map. Basically a quality of life improvement. They also fixed some bugs. For example, a out of the map exploit on Rebirth Island. In Plunder, you can now drop self-revive on the ground in your quick inventory. So again, just a quality of life thing. And then we get into the big thing, the weapons. This is the thing that everyone has wanted to change. And basically there are 4 main weapons that people expected to change. You had the AUG, you had the FFAR, potentially the MAC-10, and potentially the M16. Well, only one of those got a nerf, and it is the AUG, and they increased the base recoil magnitude. And based off of me using this in game, they didn't do it enough. Yeah, it's not quite the sniper it was before at long range, but it still absolutely shreds. So I don't really think this is going to change anything whatsoever. And even if they did really nerf this, you can just go ahead and use the M16. The FFAR is still an absolute beast. And yeah, so the meta has not changed whatsoever at all for Warzone. It is exactly the same. That is the only weapon change that they actually made with a 50 gigabyte update. And that is why people are saying it's a bit of an April Fool's joke. But I don't know. We'll touch on that at the end of the video. The only other thing with weapons is the Cold War weapon unlocks now appear properly after your game is over, and then some changes to attachments. Now, I have them up on screen here, and you can read through them if you'd like, but really, the only things that you need to know is they fixed some bugs with scopes, they fixed some descriptions in the menu, and the Cavalry Lance Barrel now does increase damage to vehicles. That's it. Oh yeah, and I almost forgot. They fixed Baker's 4th operator mission as well. Sorry, that is it for the update. So as you can see, they didn't do very much. So people are saying that this is an April Fool's joke, and part of it might be. They might have something coming in game on April Fool's, some noises or playlists or things like that. But that isn't out yet, so we can't see that. So that might be a small part of the 50 gigabytes. The other part of the 50 gigabytes might be something along the lines of what is coming out in Season 3. And if that is the case, in the next 24 hours or so, we should be getting a lot of leaks and things along those lines, potentially a new map leak, because that is a really big update. So if there are big leaks coming over the next day or so, I will keep you guys updated as soon as we get our hands on them, or I guess eyes on them. I will keep you guys updated on what is to come with that. The other thing is they did say that this update is to improve basically the overall size and storage of the game. Now, it would be surprising to me if all 50 gigabytes were for that and that alone, basically optimization, but we'll have to wait and see. But as you can see, I think most of us are pretty disappointed with this large update. And if you are, let me know by hitting that like button. I'm sorry, I'm not the one that makes the updates. It's just as mind-blowing to me, man. And here's the thing, is with this giant update, like it's 50 something gigs on PC, or if you're installing also the Modern Warfare new maps and stuff, it's over 130 gigabytes of content. And with that, people expect something big to go along with that. And when you don't get that, that is why people are mad. If this wasn't such a big update, I don't think people would be as shocked, and I think they would be, in fact, be happy with getting those new maps in Modern Warfare. I really do think it's more so a case of the perception of the giant update and what actually happened. For example, let's say you are going on vacation and you're looking up the resort and the resort says, man, we got like 52 different pools. You're going to love this resort. It's going to be amazing. And then you show up at the resort and all of the pools are kiddie pools. It's like, why did you expect this to be okay with everyone? I don't get it. I don't know what's coming of this, but like I said, I'm just as frustrated as you guys are. But that's it. That's the update. Let me know what you guys think of it down in the comments. I have a pretty good feeling what you guys are going to say about it. Also, if you enjoyed the video, always appreciate it if you hit that like button. And if you do want to stay up to date with the really big updates that are actually really small, be sure to hit that subscribe button, turn notifications on. Thank you for watching the video. Until next time, peace out.
We are reaching for the stars.